Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Sammy Leggett here representing Team JVS, back here again for another series review. This is the entire overview series review for Harley Quinn Season 3. I've been able to see the whole entire thing, not just the first 3 episodes, and I will tell you off front, this is great. Some of the episodes in this are some of the best of Harley Quinn so far. The next episode that comes out, I think, is episode 8. Very shocking. Let's just say one of the last episodes of The Boys is kind of shocking like that. That's all I'm going to say without spoiling too much. There are amazing episodes like episode 6 that is a Joker-centric episode that you're going to love. Episode 8 by far, which I'll tell you the title of it, Batman Begins Forever, is easily my favorite so far. And just the atmosphere behind it, and also a lot of the nudges to not just Harley but Batman lore. Like, you're gonna flip when you see that. And that's the much as I'm gonna give you guys as far as bones. In terms of the silhouette of the season is concerned, progressively, I mean, the last thing we saw, Harley and Ivy, found themselves committed to each other. Like, they are in a relationship. But what does that actually mean? Because Harley progressively the last season, she's doing some really nice suggestive things, but open up beginning of this, they're still killing people and they're still putting themselves in situations, but they're really trying to forge a relationship out of the chaos that is their lives, and so the first episode kind of was a little up and down for me. Then the second episode started getting progressive, but it was kind of like, it was just, the first episode was really just Ivy and Harley, but you gotta love Clayface, you gotta love King Shark, you gotta love the whole team as a package. And I think that everybody in this, at this point, whether it's the Bat family, like Barbara, who is a highlight of this season, or the brand new inclusion of a certain other member of the Bat family, a Nightwing, or Batman himself, like, they are furthering these characters. Specifically in this season, Batman, I am very surprised how, he kind of came off as this, like, reluctant Batman, but it's very fascinating what they do with him in this season specifically. But even down to people like King Shark, they do more from a character design standpoint. And of course, the meat and potatoes is always going to be Harley and Ivy, but it's always going to be Joker there, right? And so the Joker that you see in this season is so interesting. It's like, I'm loving this season. I really am. I did love it. Down to the very last episode, like, that leaves on a very interesting note, to say the least. I don't have anything but praise. I don't have any negatives about it. I think the only negative I had was the first episode. I felt like that one was kind of like really slow. And it was like the episodes up until the 3rd episode is kind of like slowly, progressively getting to what we really know we're trying to move forward. You know what I mean? And the moving forward of it coincidentally changes your perception of certain characters, as well as like them and how they look at themselves. I think that's the interesting thing, is that nobody by the end of this season is exactly the same as what we've seen from season 1. Matter of fact, by the end of this season, everybody kind of comes into their own. And it's very fascinating what that actually means. How does the team maintain itself, and why does the team maintain itself? So all that in a bag of chips is Harley Quinn Season 3. I know it's very vague. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. I gave you guys some gems with some episodes to look out for. Again, Season 3 definitely has some of the best episodes, some of the most interesting, iconic episodes. But you'll see why. And it's not just because it's funny. It's very rooted in some very interesting lore that I really love the progression of how they do this. And one thing I guess I will be a negative is a little bit sometimes the animation don't look as crisp as it was. I'm not sure if that's because they're coming out so frequently, or it's just from what I saw it wasn't completely finished. But I think that everything is already done. But I'm trying to give some kind of negatives. I don't really have any. This is easily for me 9 or 10 out of 10. I really did enjoy season 3 of Harley Quinn. I think you will enjoy it from after episode 3 as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell button. I thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, people.